This is Little Green Ghouls, and for a Thanksgiving special, I thought it'd be fun to change it up by taking a quick look at the Goosebumps HorrorLand Fright Show and Funhouse at Walt Disney World's MGM Studios.
And a Christmas celebration with the creepiest characters this side of Horrorland are coming your way.
Yoo-hoo! I'm here at the annual Goosebumps Fright Show Christmas party, and it's a weird one. No thanks, I'm allergic to monster blood. Oh, sweet. Oh, well, that would make a lovely centerpiece. Oh, nothing like rats and sauerkraut. No, you know, I usually don't kiss giant hamsters on the first date. Merry Christmas to all. Gotta go.
The HorrorLand Fright Show and Funhouse was a short-lived attraction in Orlando, opening October 8th, 1997, and quickly ending by November 1st, 1998. Given this short time span, you can probably tell we don't have a massive success on our hands here, but here's just some quick background information for some context. This isn't entirely the attraction's fault. It just happened to open at the tail end of the Goosebumps juggernaut. In fact, by late 1997, Goosebumps made headlines with Scholastic announced that for the first time, Goosebumps book sales were down, as Scholastic stock dropped even 40% as a result. In the December of 1997, the original Goosebumps series was ended, and Stein announced the start of Goosebumps Series 2000, which was supposed to be a darker, scary series of books to renew interest in the brand. So you can see the timing just wasn't great for a new Goosebumps attraction at Disney. It's not all bad though. The HorrorLand Fright Show itself was decent enough in my opinion. Parachute Properties, who made the Goosebumps TV show, collaborated closely with Disney. This resulted in consistency across the brand with some of the most iconic characters, such as Slappy and the Haunted Mask, which you'll see once we look at the attraction itself. The HorrorLand Fright Show and Funhouse was created largely in an attempt by Disney to appeal to more of a teenage audience. Disney at the time had nothing to do with the Goosebumps brand, although that has changed with the recent news from Disney+, so this collaboration felt a bit out of left field. However, a Disney and Goosebumps mashup really isn't that hard to picture, since Stein himself has noted how much Disney has influenced his own writings, and he's a big fan of Disney in general. His wife was even quoted saying, "For Bob, taking Goosebumps to Disney World is like going to heaven. He adores everything and anything Disney." Shortly after opening, on October 31st, 1997, you could even meet Stein, who showed up in a spooky motorcade and was signing copies of I Live in Your Basement, which happens to be book 61 out of 62, so we really are at the very end of our original Goosebumps run. So, although it didn't really work out, it had to be a pretty great moment for R.L. Stein himself. He even made special appearances in the park, like in this holiday promo.
Hi, happy holidays everybody. I'm R.L. Stein, and I'm here with some members of my special family. Slappy, Cuddles, the Executioner, and Prince Koru. From our Goosebumps family to yours, happy holidays.
Given all that, let's move on to the show itself. There were 5 15-minute shows a day, and the basic gist is that it's a magic show gone wrong, with cameos from some iconic Goosebumps characters. After the show, the audience would then be led into the Funhouse, that even featured a Hall of Mirrors like in Horrorland itself. Although, the Funhouse was later dropped from the attraction title after audiences found that portion a little lackluster, and Disney wanted audiences to adjust their expectations. The show's opening paid tribute to the title sequence from the Goosebumps TV show, where we have a man in all black opening a briefcase full of scares. Once the man in black made his exit, Amazo, the magician, would appear on stage.
The master of magic, the illuminator of illusion, the wizard of wonder, the tool man of trickery. Okay, we get the point. Amazo, the magician. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the illustrious Goosebumps sideshow of magic and mayhem.
Amazo is from Bad Hair Day, which we haven't gotten to yet in our Goosebumps Revisited series, since it's book 41 and we're currently on book 18. Anyways, each show, Amazo would then pull 2 kids from the audience and then pretend to cut off their arms.
Hey, before the show began, ladies and gentlemen, we chose 2 volunteers from this audience right here to assist with my next few tricks. Please join me in welcoming to the stage this afternoon my 2 brave volunteers. Hi, Leo, kids, right this way. Come on down. You can step right over here for me, and you can stand here. What a couple of little cutie pies you are. Hello. Now step in a little closer, kids, because it's time for the fun stuff. Now, what you're all on the Amazo's brought with him today is a clever little device, which I picked up on one of my many journeys to the Far East. That's right, it was given to me by my mentor, the very great Oriental magician, Fu Ling Yu. I don't get it. What does that mean? I have no idea. Yikes. Frightening thought there, isn't it, Susan? Now, where was I? Oh, right. 1, 2, 3! Oh, I can't bear the look. Hey, wait a minute. It seems to have actually worked this time. Well, I must remember to give myself a raise.
The kids were then put in a box containing a set of slowly lowering spikes. Amazo is unable to save the kids as the door gets stuck, and they're seemingly crushed to death.
Allow me to introduce the Goosebumps Squeezer Teaser. Not a terribly frightening name for this, and that's why I prefer to call it Honey, I Crushed the Kids. Observe closely, please. Oh my, look at that, kids. Pretty cool, huh? And believe me, after this trick, you won't need any of the height requirements for the attractions here in the park. Time to write your own story. Watch your step there, please. Wave goodbye to the audience, because it's about to be a small world after all. And now for the magic words. Karu, Mari, Odona, Hakuna, Matata, Muchos, Kali. Hey, what's going on in the corner? I guess I'm the drone, but I'm just gonna pull this out. Hey, I can't stop this thing. Hey, try to remain calm, kids. I can't seem to let go of what's going on. All right, forget about me. Save yourselves. Oh, no. Poor Jennifer.
This then leads to the introduction of our third Goosebumps character, Slappy. Slappy pops out of the box and won't tell Amazo where the kids have gone. Slappy also jumps right into his questionable catchphrase, something slaves, and threatens to make the audience his slaves. It's very on brand considering his very first words in Goosebumps were, "Hey slaves."
Oh, kids,
Hey, who's working your head? You look almost lifelike.
Hey, Slappy, what are you doing here? What did you do to those kids?
What did I do to them? What did you do to them?
Me?
You put them in the box. I have work to do here.
Hey, wait a minute. What do you think you're doing?
I am going to make all these people my slaves.
What? Oh, no, you're not. Stop right there, puppet boy. This is my show. I'm in charge here.
Amazo then accidentally makes Curly the skeleton appear while attempting to vanquish Slappy. For those unfamiliar, Curly used to be the Goosebumps mascot before Scholastic became Slappy obsessed.
Boom, dudes. Pretty Curly's the name, horror's the game. Just call me your master of scaremonies. Step aside, Amazo. This is my show now.
Oh, no, it's not.
Step right up. Hurry, hurry. See the Goosebumps creatures live in your face and through your bones. Witness the wonders of Horrorland absolutely free. That's right, boys and ghouls. This is the greatest gathering of monstrosities, not to mention monsters, together in one spine-tingling show. It's a go!
Why don't you both disappear?
Kids?
It's my show now.
It's not your show.
You look like you'll be a good slave. It's time to practice how to tremble in fear.
Who did Slappy?
Slappy then summons Prince Koru from Return of the Mummy. This results in the mummy and Slappy throwing Amazo into a cage.
Oh, nice. Now look what you made me do. Gross.
Not to sound too British, but hello, Mummy. Ladies and gentlemen, HorrorLand is proud to present this very special guest. Dead for 4,000 years, direct from the pyramids, and of course, embalmed in the Rat Star Hall of Pain. Yes, he's back. Welcome, Prince Koru. Wait just a minute. Get here.
Now, wait a minute. I'm sure we can talk about this. Get away from me! Folks, listen. If I could just ask for assistance for just a moment. Oops, miss me. Now you gotta kiss me. Hello? Don't even think about it. Shit! Wait, please. What are you doing? No, wait. Hey!
Very good, monsters. Now
We then get to see our most recent antagonist, Cuddles the hamster from Monster Blood 2, as the Mummy and Slappy summon him in a magic trick of their own.
I think we might have ourselves a cute little hamster. Well, would you look at that? My 3 sons. Ladies and gentlemen, HorrorLand is proud to present the biggest, hungriest hamster known to man. His blood type is M, or monster blood, of course, and his growth spurts will turn you green. Please welcome the hamster that got too big, Cuddles! You've heard of the terrible twos? Well, these 3 guys are just terrible all the time.
The audience is stuck prisoner until the Executioner from A Night in Terror Tower appears, along with 2 haunted masked sidekicks, to scare Slappy away.
Prepare yourself for your worst nightmare. Straight from the Terror Tower, the Executioner.
Who's that with him? What kind of monsters are they? They're haunted. Let's get out of here!
The kids chosen to participate in the show had to feel like the luckiest kids ever because they essentially get to participate the entire time. Anyways, Amazo then lets the audience explore the funhouse.
We did it! Great job, Amazo! 2 thumbs up! You idiot! You don't have any thumbs! Shut up, both of you! Kids, take your masks off! Show them who you really are! And give these brave kids a round of applause! Right this way, guys! Right over here! Thank you so much for your help. Believe me, I could never have done it without the 2 of you, that's for sure. Hey, and thanks to all of you for joining us for the Goosebumps HorrorLand Fright Show. So long and have a wonderful afternoon here at the Disney MGM Studios. And don't forget about our Hall of Viewers Days right next door. See you later.
There isn't much footage out there of the funhouse itself, but this clip does show a bit of it. The funhouse eventually got upgraded after complaints that it was pretty dull. They ended up making the maze more complex, dimming the lights, and inserted more opportunities to interact with Goosebumps characters inside the maze. A common complaint about the HorrorLand Fright Show was that it didn't really feel like a Disney production, but that was kind of the point because they were trying to court more of a teenage crowd anyways. They might have had more success if they upped the scare factor, because really it just ended up being a magic show with some characters in costume. Overall, I still think it looks pretty great, but I'm clearly biased considering I'm doing a whole series devoted to the original 62 books. I would have for sure been excited to see this as a kid, so it's a bit sad I didn't make it. Also, in case you're curious, this attraction referenced 8 Goosebumps books, well maybe 9 if you count Curly. I hope you enjoyed this brief Thanksgiving detour, and hopefully I'll see you next week for Goosebumps Revisited, where we explore Deep Trouble. Happy Thanksgiving, and remember to subscribe for
the pride, the love,